Hello, my name is Cynthia and I'm with the East Baton Rouge Parish Library Career Center. And today we're going to walk through how to apply for Lowe's Home Improvement Sales Floor Department Supervisor's position. Okay, the very first thing we're going to do is going to go to the internet address bar here that's been highlighted, and we're going to type in Lowe's. And you see it already starts to populate, and we're going to press the enter key. And that's going to bring us to Lowe's website. We're going to scroll down, and what we're looking for is a term such as jobs, careers, join us, etc. And we see here on the left farthest column about Lowe's, we see careers. And the second title, we click on that, and we're going to narrow our search. We're going to type in city, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and it populates right here. We're going to click that, and we're going to click the search symbol. All right, so now it gives us positions in the Baton Rouge area, Gonzales. Well, we're looking for a particular position. Here it is, Sales Floor Department Supervisor. We're going to click on Apply. And while that's, while we're waiting for that to show up, it'd be great if you take a second and make sure that you have a pencil, a notepad to record the company's information and log on information. You want to make sure you have your resume available, and also you want to have at least 2 or 3 references available so that you can put that information onto this application, and it won't take you quite as long. In fact, it cuts your time in half if you have those documents already at your fingertips. So here is the job description for Sales Floor Department Supervisor. Okay, great. We're going to click on Apply to this job. If you have never applied before or it's been some time, you will probably have to create a new account. But if it's just been a recent time, if you have applied for another position, let's say a week or so ago, then you'll just put in your email address, password, and then you'll just start your search from that particular point. Right here, you see that you can sign in through Facebook and Twitter. That is, this application, it gives you the opportunity to connect your social media profiles to this application. This would have the advantage that you would only have to remember one login. However, at the Career Center, we advise against it because of the potential downsides. The most important downside is that you don't know what kind of access that you're giving this company to your social media. You want to be protective of your social media accounts at all times. And many people have things on their profiles that might not be to your advantage when applying for a job. This, however, does not apply to LinkedIn. If you apply to a managerial position and have a relevant LinkedIn account, which it doesn't give us that opportunity here, but it does give us opportunity to connect with Facebook and Twitter, but we're choosing not to. But again, you want to make that's your choice. You want to make your own decision on that particular aspect. Since we don't have an account, we're going to click on Don't Have an Account Yet. And this particular document tells us the Lowe's hiring process. And it specifically says you must agree to proceed. You're going to read this. Be sure to read all the information on your application. Click I agree. Okay, now this is critical information right here. Critical need to know information. Fields marked with an asterisk, this little red symbol, are required. Anytime there is a red asterisk, you have to complete that field. You have to put information in that box. It's asking for our email address. Okay, and our email address is wcleaver12@yahoo.com. And now we need to complete our password field. And it says the requirements are 8 to 25 characters, and it must contain at least one special character. And so we have devised that Beaver at Cleaver 5 is our password. And you must re-enter that same password at this particular junction. So we put in Beaver at Cleaver 5. Let's scroll down. We're going to move the page up. Great. And you see this green check? It says your passwords must match. And that green check indicates that it does. Now we move on to security questions. Each application is different, and each password requirements, or all password requirements on every application, are different from the next, as well as security questions. With this one, it gives you suggestions on security questions. On others, it may say, make up a question. And this one, it gives us the very first selection is, what is your first school? We're going to choose that because that does not fluctuate. We know that name. It doesn't change. And that's one thing, that's one criteria you want to look for. When you're doing a security question, you don't want something that's going to change, like, no, I don't need to give an example. You don't want anything that's going to change. You don't want a variable there. You want something that's going to be consistent and solid. And so the name of your first school, that's never going to change. You only have one first school, and ours was Mayberry Elementary. Great. And we're going to click on continue. And let's see. Now when I click continue, it didn't, maybe I didn't click correctly. For some reason, their application had a little glitch in it. Don't let that sway you. Just keep moving forward. Great, let's move on. It says now start your application. Again, you want to read this information very carefully. It says the estimated completion time, 13 to 15 minutes. You want to give yourself a little bit more time than that. You may not need more time than that, but you want to make sure you read all the information here. Okay, let's get started. Are you an employee of Lowe's? No. Save and continue. Okay, the computer's moving a tad bit slow, but again, don't let that deter you. It's asking for your legal first name, which is Ward. Do you have a middle name? No. Last name, legal last name. Okay, and it's already filled in a country or region, and so you want to put in your address, 912 North Street. Okay, we're gonna move down to the city, and that's Baton Rouge. And this symbol right here gives us selections. You can click that, or you can begin typing. I typed in LOU and it popped up Louisiana. And then let's move forward. 70806. Primary telephone number 225-555-6272. Primary phone type, cellular. Okay, great. And let's move down further. Email. And our email is wcleaver12@yahoo.com. Move further. Now it asks for work experience. Okay, in order to provide great customer service, what language other than English do you speak? We're going to leave that blank because we do not. Select all applicable work skills and experiences which you possess. Now, this is a plus or bonus for you if you have these other skills, because that will make your application a little more attractive. So if you have a CDL, you click that. Internet sales fulfillment, management experience, outside sales, receiving. Let's move down. Okay, select all areas in which you have product knowledge or experience. Having worked at a big box store before, you have a lot of experience in different areas. So let's check all applicable titles here. Receiving and stocking. Okay, we've made it through that. List your education below. Let's not make sure we haven't missed anything. Now, this right here, this little ADD, we almost passed by because we were paying attention to these other questions, but we have to add work experience right here. So you click there, and you want to put it in your most recent employment. In your last job, you worked for Georgia Manufacturing. Your job title there was a warehouse supervisor. You started this particular job in 2010. You ended your recently, and you click this is my most recent position. And the things that you did at this particular job was provided supervisory oversight and training, ensured production quotas and quality assurance objectives were achieved. Okay, now okay, great. Click done. Fabulous. Now let's move on to our education. In our last school was Baton Rouge Community College. It populates. We click on it. This is my most recent. I'm going to say business administration. Okay, we received an associate's degree. The computers are moving a little slow. Don't let that deter you. Keep right on moving forward. We'll click on save and continue. We apparently have missed one where it says state and region. And although this says Louisiana, apparently it doesn't like the way it's holding its lips. So we're gonna move down here, click on Louisiana. Here we go. And it doesn't allow us to click on Louisiana for some reason. Okay, Louisiana. All right, now let's see if the computer is satisfied. And don't be deterred if you're trying to complete an application and that particular companies have a little glitch in their system. Don't let that deter you. Or maybe the computer you're working on or the internet you're working on may have a little glitch. Don't let that deter you. Just keep moving forward, because every time you hit save and continue, you're a little bit further in the process, which is going to take you a little bit more into your objectives and goals in completing this particular task. Okay, here you can add your resume. You don't have it available right now, so you're going to click on Use My Profile and Save and Continue. We are 42% of the way completed. It asks, are you 18 years of age or older? Yes. Do you have a legal right to work in the United States? Yes. If you were born here, you have the right to work in the United States. Can you provide such documentation? Yes, that's a birth certificate. Are you still interested in working for Lowe's? Absolutely. Were you previously employed by Lowe's? No, I was not. Let's move down. Do you have any relatives related by blood or marriage currently employed by Lowe's? No. Do you currently reside in the same household with someone currently employed at Lowe's? No. Okay, let's move forward. Now it's asking for the times that you are available to work. We're going to answer each one of these days. Now, are you available at any time on Sunday? Yes. What about Monday? Anytime. Tuesday? Let's say anytime. You have to actually click on the box in order for it to register. I'm going to move the screen up some more. Click any. Thursday says any. Continue to move up. Friday, any, and Saturday. Okay, great. Let's move down. Any. Are you applying to a job located in one of these states, Minnesota or Pennsylvania? No, none of the above. Save and continue. Okay, work opportunity tax credit. Okay, it asks for your date of birth. It asks for the month, which is 5/12/1980. It asks for your social security number. It asks for all of the digits, not just 4 of them. So we're going to put that information in, along with the dashes. Great. Okay, we're going to repeat that, just like your password. And save and continue. And you want to read this information. It's really important that you do read it. And click save and continue. All right, let's move forward here. Okay, if you do not wish to participate in a tax credit screening at this time, check this box. We're going to click save and continue. All right, great. Are you under the age of 40? Yes. Save and continue. It's okay, asking, just want you to just double check that information. Save and continue. Please verify your home address. Click and save and continue. Have you previously worked for Lowe's? No, save and continue. Have you received a condition certification from the state workforce agency or participating local agency for the work opportunity credit? No. Save and continue. Have you served in the U.S. military? No. Save and continue. Have you or a family member with whom you've lived with received any form of cash assistance within the last 2 years? No. Are you a member of a family that stopped being eligible for cash assistance? No. Have you received any child care, housing, transportation assistance anytime since 1/16/2019? No. Move forward. Save and continue. Okay. Have you received vocational rehab services from the state? No. Save and continue. Okay, moved on. Have you received a supplemental SSI check? No. Save and continue. Have you been continuously employed for the last 27 weeks? Yes. During the period of unemployment, did you at any time? No. Save and continue. Okay, Lowe's is subject to certain governmental record keeping and reporting. So it's asking for your gender here. It's going to give you several choices: female, male, or unknown. Okay, you're going to say male. You want to choose, make a choice here also. Great. Save and continue. Okay, candidate agreement. We're going to move down. Be sure to read this information. Please check the box as evidence that you have read and agreed with the above statement. Save and continue. All right, we're 99% of the way there. Completed. And now we're just reviewing the application. So everything looks good. Everything looks okay. Again, I'm going a little fast, but I want you to make sure that you go through this application thoroughly and take your time. Okay, we're going to click on Send My Application. We've pressed it. It's just moving a little slow. Okay, said your application is complete. Wonderful. Says for your security, please sign out when you are finished. And that's very important because oftentimes when you see that statement, it actually may catch your application in some type of holding pattern if you don't sign out. So be sure to follow the steps of every application that you submit. We're going to click sign out. Great. And so that is the end of this particular video. And if this information has been helpful, please like it and be sure to check out the other videos hosted by the Career Center. I want to thank you for viewing, and we wish you well on your job search journey.